me your full name and your date of birth.
Michael Eugene Note Jr., born August 10th, 1983.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, so you are currently charged under case F21 14438 with several counts involving a minor victim. And the minor victim is identified as T like Thomas, S like Sam. Do you know who that is? All right.
Yes.
Sir, you are ordered that you can have no contact with TS. And when I say no contact, that means no direct contact or indirect contact. Indirect contact includes you cannot communicate with this individual via social media, you cannot call, you cannot text, you cannot reach out to this individual or in some way attempt to communicate through a third person. Do you understand that, sir? All right, now,
Yes, I do.
I will just advise you and admonish you, this means what it says. I do not know whether or not you were given any type of a stay-away order, but as of right now, this stay-away order is in effect, in that if you violate any terms of this stay-away order, that may be grounds for your bond status, your pretrial release status to be revoked, and you will be immediately taken into custody. Do you understand that, sir? Okay.
What's going on, guys? It's your girl Angie Snatch coming at you with another episode of An Unbiased Truth. Welcome back to the Snatch Gang and welcome to all my new subscribers. Today we're going to do a recap of the Brother Polight hearing that took place December 3rd. That was just this past Friday. Brother Polight is facing charges in Miami-Dade County. I wanted to intro with that clip to remind us all of the seriousness of this situation. No amount of antics can nor should distract from that fact. So there are a few things that stood out to me at the most recent December 3rd hearing. And if you haven't watched it in full, I'll link it in the description box because I'm only going to be playing highlights here. Okay, so the things that stood out to me were, number one, Polight was not present. In my mind, I knew that he wouldn't because with the ego that he has after that first hearing and seeing his face all over the internet, he would not dare let you catch him slipping again. That is very easy to do in a status hearing. He'll have another one February 15th, so he may or may not even be present there. He had to be present for that arraignment, and he will have to be present. If a plea deal is taken, David Tarris would not be able to speak on his behalf, as well as if it goes to trial. So that was number one, that Polight was not present. Number two, his defense attorney was much more tempered and conciliatory this go round. Who remembers this tense moment from the first hearing?
The defendant has been essentially terrorizing the victim. I mean, the victim's 14 years old, and there's been a lot of
since the arrest.
Since the arrest, Judge, he's been very communicative. He's been very vocal on social media. There's been videos of the victim drugged by this defendant leaked online. Your Honor, on this case, we do have DNA showing that the defendant's sperm was on the victim's clothing.
Your Honor, may I ask why any of this is appropriate, considering no motion has been filed?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't like being ambushed with all of this. This is
Nor do I, Your Honor. This is entirely inappropriate.
If in fact the state was seeking a motion for pretrial detention, they should have done it. I mean,
Well, Judge,
now as far as
I'm
the
not
stay-away
saying-
order is concerned, I can certainly do that. But I just can't go ahead with allegations from the state without
Judge, you are the first appearance, Judge, regarding the information that was filed, Judge. He was charged with a total of 6 counts, Judge, and they're different. They're all different from the charges except for
Again,
one.
Your Honor, excuse me, I
Well,
have to interrupt. This is
Hold on.
entirely...
Hold on.
I need to-
Mr. Terrace, hold on. Let her finish. Just let her finish. I'll allow you to make your argument. Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. He has been charged with 6 counts. One of them is the same, but there's 5 additional counts, Your Honor.
Doesn't matter that there was more charges that were listed on the information. These are down-filed charges. Mr. Nowak is out on constitutional bond. There's no motion pending before this court, and there's no need for Ms. Garcia to just ambush us with additional information that she feels the court and the media in her speak should hear. That's before us. Not another word needs to be said regarding a motion that's not pending before this court. We do and are prepared to address the no contact situation today.
Now, that was the initial hearing. You see, he was fired up. I'm going to play a clip from the December 3rd hearing. But first, I want to bring you to number 3. So, number 1 was that Polite wasn't present. Number 2 was that his defense was much more tempered and conciliatory. And number 3, what is his defense referring to? What is his defense attorney referring to when he says there's one more discovery issue that was previously mentioned by prosecutors? All right, let's look at the highlights from December 3rd.
So this case was on for status, and I was checking with the court file and the court clerk, and we were a little unsure as to what the status was about. I know that there was an issue with regards to the stay-away order. The last time this was up, I think there was a stay-away order given to the defendant. So maybe you can give me some additional information.
We're in the process now of having reviewed discovery, working out one other discovery matter, which the state has already discussed as well.
It's a bit odd that the case was set on a status and we never got a trial date. So that's why all right, that is bizarre. So at this juncture, we will go ahead. We'll make this a defense continuance. We'll give it a trial date. Or let me just ask you this: is this going to be? Is this going to take some time for the purposes of discovery? I don't know all the extent of the discovery. Why she put it on a status queue instead of a trial queue?
I mean, yes, Judge. There's going to be a significant amount of depositions and I'm sure discovery discussions, and it's just going to take some time to work up our defense and negotiate with the state.
February 15th for report. Both sides okay with that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, absolutely, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Now, notice the difference in how he approaches his relationship with the prosecutor. Now there's conversations going on. Now there's negotiations going on. But that part where he says, we are discussing one more discovery issue that was previously mentioned by prosecutors. Now, this may be a long shot, but I watched the initial hearing, and I'm going to play this on a loop. This is one thing that the prosecutor discussed in that initial hearing. After me going through that discovery document, we didn't see, I don't remember. I may have to watch it back. I don't remember seeing anything regarding this.
There's been videos of the victim drugged by this defendant leaked online. There's been videos of the victim drugged by this defendant leaked online. There's been videos of the victim drugged by this defendant leaked on.
There's leaked tape online of the minor being drugged. I have never seen that leaked tape. I'm not sure what the defense is referring to about one more discovery, and it was very clear to me that whatever that is, that he did not want that to be on the record, because he would have just said it out loud. But remember, in a discovery process, that exchange of information, you then decide what is actually put into the open record where we can actually see those statements. Right now we have a witness list, but we can't see the statements that were made by the witnesses. So Polite goes back to court on February 15th of next year. I will say that request for alibi, we will not see that because they still scheduled this as a status hearing. Now we may hear about a plea deal, but as of yet, he has not responded to the request for alibi, and after reading it, we now know it is 10 days from the trial date, a trial date that has yet to be set. That's why I think that there is some type of plea agreement that will be coming down the pipeline. You guys, let me know what you think. It's your girl, Angie Snatch.